Technology and Autism, Improving the Lives of Individuals with Autism Spectrum Disorder Through Technological Innovations. This presentation is about the technology that is available for people diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, which is often referred to using the acronym ASD. In this presentation, I'll give a brief explanation of what is autism, what is the purpose of the technology, types of technology, how the technology works, does technology produce positive results in accessing this technology. Autism is a lifelong developmental disability that affects how a person communicates with and relates to other people. It also affects how they make sense of the world around them. According to the American Speech Language Hearing Association, 3.6 million Americans live with an autism spectrum disorder. The Center of Disease Control reports that estimated 168 children have ASD. So what is the purpose of technology for those with ASD? Knocking down communication barriers, which gives a voice to the voiceless, and by this, improving lives. There are many technological wonders available for those with special needs, and in the book Autism Patents and Beyond by Michael J. Dokniat, there are 82 patents that specifically use the word autism in the title. For those who may be nonverbal or struggle with speech, another type of communication method is needed. This type of assistive technology are called augmentative and alternative communication, also referred to as an AAC. AAC tools and devices help or replace speech or writing for those who have impairments in these areas. Some forms of assistive technology may not look like technology to most people. For example, one of the widely used forms of assistive technology is the Picture Exchange Communication System, or PECS. With this system, an individual can communicate using icons printed on cards. This is done by either pointing at an icon or handing over the card that has an icon. With all these types of technology, AAC systems and tools advance to the computer age. Speech-generating devices such as Dynavox and GoTalk were invented that gave a voice to the voiceless in an automated way. The person using the device would select their want or need, and in response, the device would speak out what they had chosen to say. This device could also have multimedia or additional programs installed to enhance their capabilities. In the Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorders, an article called Applying Technology to Visually Support Language and Communication in Individuals with Autism Spectrum Disorders stated that studies suggested that those with ASD have a natural strength in visual processing and are more interested in video content shown on screen. We can agree that Dynavox, which utilizes a video screen, would fit this suggestion. However, inventors and educators would argue that there could be something better and possibly cheaper. This type of innovative thinking made a way for AAC devices that could capitalize on visual learners and use something called the Visual Immersion Program, or VIP. Devices such as cell phones, tablets, and computers were the outlet this multimodal but highly visual learning could take place. These devices would have programs such as Teach and Language Concepts, or TLC, and were easier to access and program than the previous technologies. Currently, cell phones are probably the most widely used AAC device. In the book Touching the Future Technology for Autism, Lessons from the Hands Project, the authors made the claim that mobile apps are often designed to act as cognitive support tools for the general population, but have explored could make a difference with specific groups that need additional support. One of the newest forms of AAC technology is the Eyes Gaze technology, or EGT. This amazing technology captures a pupil's movement, then selects what the person is focused on visually, and either writes or says what they are staring at. A company named SmartLab has been working on EGT. In the film New Advances in Communication Technology for People with Disabilities at SmartLab, the Science Squad, EGT was explained and demonstrated the technology through one of the pioneers of the program, Sapna Ramana. Sapna is a SmartLab PhD student in London and a documentary filmmaker. Sapna has cerebral palsy. She and her PA, Amara, have devised an excellent system of communication, which they developed between them over time. This device allowed her to choose the phrases or questions that she wanted to communicate while making documentaries. We can agree that technology has come a long way, from PECS to EGT, but does the technology produce positive results? Experts in the autism field would agree that one effective way of teaching or communicating with those with ASD is through mimicry or modeling. The Dynavox is only as good as the person using it, so if that person has not properly trained, how would they produce positive results? It has been established earlier that those with ASD have a better chance of learning using a video visual. So, what has been tested? In the article Using portable video modeling technology to increase the complement behaviors of children with autism during athletic group play, a group of children with ASD participated in soccer, and during the baseline period, the children gave very few to no compliments when the opportunity arose. The researchers were able to use this data to establish a percentage comparing the number of compliments per opportunity to give compliments. Then the children watched videos, which is a form of AAC technology, of adults playing soccer and giving compliments to the other participants. Their findings were, when the children were set in the same settings after this video modeling intervention, when given the opportunity, they complimented others significantly more than before. Therefore, their percentage of compliments based on opportunities did have a positive increase. We have discussed the types of technology, how it works, and the results. What are the costs of accessing this technology? People who take care of a special need person may say that companies are taking advantage of those in need, taking more money than they should by pricing things because there is a need. Others may say that they do not want to waste their money on anything that may not help with their specific need. These are valid questions, but easily answered. Here are some of the associated questions and concerns of those who need this technology and have the questions of affordability. For example, in Shane Howard's article, Applying Technology to Visually Support Language and Communication in Individuals with Autism Spectrum Disorders, Howard's claimed that technology out there was often expensive, cumbersome, time-consuming to program and personalize. Others have concern if the device is damaged and the cost of replacement. To address the concern of the cost, one must research what is available within their budget, or what is covered with the insurance, if any. The person knows their own budget of what they can and cannot do. We can agree that the higher-end devices are expensive, but we cannot take away the fact that there are cheaper AAC devices out there, such as cell phones or tablets, compared to, let's say, the Dynavox. However, searching for used systems is one option, as is looking on sites like eBay and Amazon. By researching and shopping, cheaper devices are available to fit all budgets. The next two concerns that can be addressed at the same time is that they are cumbersome and time-consuming to program and personalize. I agree that the older versions of speech-generating devices are larger, and some must be for a person to properly use it, depending on their disability. However, the same argument stands as a concern of price, which is researching and shopping for a device that would address these concerns. There are smaller, less cumbersome devices out there, as well as technology that is easy to navigate and to teach. We can all agree that the thought of an electronic device breaking or being damaged is a concern, regardless if it is an AAC device or something like a television. Most devices have cases and warranties and are built tough. I encourage anyone making a big purchase would consider how their child or the person they are caring for does with devices. If a child who has ASD tends to throw things when frustrated, then a mounted AAC device or a cheaper device is recommended. This also goes back to make sure a warranty is purchased, which covers damages like cracked screens. In conclusion, my research has found that there are many different types of AAC devices and tools available for all ranges of autism and other disabilities. All these innovative technological devices produce positive results in improving social interactions and educational learning with those with autism. And these devices are available for all types of budgets. Therefore, technology improves lives.